see you snagged on that grass. Better come up. Oh, it came up. Alright, so the plan for today is to fly out to an abandoned airstrip and check it out. We'll see. My parents' house is right where that little mound is. Alright, I am only going about 10 knots. Anyways, I'm gonna come on down. Wing came in a little bit on that one. Huh. I haven't really had that happen. Down to a better altitude, I'm actually moving. I always wonder how annoyed people get when I fly over the golf course and they're playing golf. I mean, what, I'm like a couple hundred feet above it? It can't be that loud. For you, PPG flyer. For you. For you again. Oh yeah, so before I just descended, I was going 10 knots. Now I'm going 24. Perfect. This little mountain right here with that house on top, when I was little, not little, I guess you could say 12 or 13, me and my buddies all built a cabin up there. We would literally just go up there with hatchets and cut down trees probably about this wide, around there, and we would just cut them down and cut them into certain lengths, and we made like a Lincoln log style cabin. And then one day one of our friends stepped where we told him not to step, and it collapsed on his foot. But it was legit, like it was about 6 feet high, you could sleep on top of it. And when we would cut down the trees, sometimes they would get stuck on other trees, and we would just climb up the tree we cut down real far out until we could get enough weight out on it, and then we would just ride the tree down. Good times. So, wind's aloft, if you can see it, for GSP. It's about 240 at 16 knots at 3,000 feet. So I think that mountain in front of me, Pinnacle, is probably about 3,000 to 4,000 feet. And I'm basically flying at a 240. So what that tells me is there's wind flowing over that mountain at about 16 knots. So me being on the leeward side of the mountain, I can feel tiny bumps right now. And maybe it's because I'm, you know, next to these guys too, getting closer. But that guy's big. So, I don't know. We'll see how bumpy it gets. If I'm going to circumnavigate on the leeward side, it could get a little interesting. So, I'm going to be careful. And we'll see what happens. So, we're clearing those mountains. It wasn't as bad as I thought. It really wasn't even that bumpy. So now the wind is pretty much coming through. Not really coming over anything. So we're going to continue on and find this abandoned airstrip. Check it out. Pretty cool. I think I'm heading over to that opening. All right, we're here. That's cool. Little dam. There's the airstrip. So I mountain bike up here sometimes, and it's cool because you can look out from the end of the runway at this view. I kind of wonder if the trees are wide enough, you could just fly on through them. Cool. Oh, well, downdraft right there. I had to really pull some brakes and add some power. Being in between these trees and being low is getting kind of sketchy. Really sketchy. I don't want to land here. They told me not to. I'm gonna climb out. Turn back around. Alright, kind of sketchy in there. Reason being, I was at full power and not climbing. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that there's wind coming over these mountains and through the trees. So, yeah, and it's real, oh man, it's bumpy. So it's cool and all, but you see how bumpy that is? Maybe not the best idea. Because the wind's coming from over there, and you get all this rotor over these trees. It's really not that windy, but it's like magic, you still feel it. Whoa, that's an updraft. So as much as I want to come back down, kind of fly off the edge of this runway, it's kind of bumpy. And you know, I don't want to get tossed into one of these trees. So, we'll keep some altitude. But it was still fun. I think down and back is enough for me after that. I mean, I'm at almost full power and there's not much climbing going on. But I'm in a good area now. So there's the airstrip I was just at. Over there. What I'm doing is just gaining some altitude while I still have open areas. And then I'll head back into the trees. Should have a really good tailwind coming back though. Alright, so I really have to pee. So I'm making the executive decision to land. Of course, I'm going to check out the area first because I've never been down there. I want to land in this field right here, so I'm going to check it out. I think that grass is really tall. I'm not going to land there. The grass looked really tall. Pinnacle Mountain right there. Man, this is awesome. This is the best view in the house because I'm literally, because of the winds, I'm crabbed into the wind, facing Pinnacle, but I'm not even going towards it. I'm going this way, facing it, so I get a good view. So, see those 4 towers? The last tower on the left, below that, is the hang gliding ramp. My goal one day, when there's a good north wind, to take off from that ramp one day. So that little lake right there, I used to swim there. Can you see my paramotor shaking? But I used to swim at that lake, off-road, good times. Actually, my friend was right there. Someone's out on the porch. Oh, I hope I got that on video. My wing decided to come in on that side. I love flying where I'm from because I can literally just navigate 15 miles from my hometown airport to where I want to go without ever having to open a navigation site. I can follow the ridge line, I can follow the golf course, the fields, I can follow Crab Creek Road the whole way. And Pinnacle is super noticeable, so it's cool being home and not having to always be navigating and, you know, just following the terrain that you grew up on. Like that right there is Tater Rock. It's like a 5-minute hike to the top if you park in the right place, and it's just an awesome view. It's cool being back and not having to have your phone out constantly looking at the GPS. How sketchy does this look? Flying over in 5. That's a nice house. I know the people that live in that house, and I know the people that live in that house. Where are you people? It's a nice day to go golfing. For sure. One time this golf course flooded over and we rode our bikes through it. Basically swam with our bikes. Look at that hawk.